Early life of Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar was born on the 12th of July, 100 BC into the noble Julius family in Rome. His family was respected but not wealthy. His father was a governor and his mother Aurelia was known for her intelligence. When Caesar was 16, his father died suddenly. This made young Caesar the head of his family. Rome was in chaos at this time. Two groups fought for power. The popular supported the common people. The optimates supported the rich senators. Caesar sided with the populares through his uncle Marius. This made the dictator Sulla very angry. Sulla ordered Caesar to divorce his wife Cornelia. Caesar refused. Sulla then ordered Caesar to be killed. Caesar had to flee Rome and hide like a criminal. Later, Caesar was pardoned and returned. He knew he needed power to survive in Rome. So he joined the army in Asia. There he showed great courage and leadership. He even saved a fellow soldier's life and earned the civic crown. In 75 BC, pirates captured Caesar. They wanted 20 talents of silver for his freedom. Caesar laughed and told them to ask for 50 talents instead. He said they did not know his true worth. While captured, Caesar treated the pirates like servants. He told them to be quiet when he slept. He even threatened to crucify them later. After he was freed, Caesar kept his promise. He gathered ships, hunted down the pirates, and had them all killed. Back in Rome, Caesar climbed the political ladder. He studied speaking skills and became a great orator. In 69 BC, his wife died. He gave a powerful speech at his aunt's funeral that reminded people of his family connections. By 63 BC, Caesar became Pontifex Maximus, Rome's chief priest. This gave him religious power over the city. Many senators feared Caesar. He was too ambitious and clever. But Caesar understood the power of the people. He built support among common Romans. By the 60s BC, Caesar had wealth, allies, military fame, and popular support. But he knew he needed more. Rome was like a chess game. To make his next move, Caesar would need powerful partners. That moment would soon come and change Rome forever. The First Triumvirate. By 60 BC, Julius Caesar was ready for real power. He was popular with the people but needed allies to become consul. The Roman Senate did not trust him. They saw him as too dangerous. Caesar was smart. He brought together two powerful enemies and made them work together. These men were Pompey the Great and Crassus the Rich. Pompey was a famous general who had won many battles, but the Senate had insulted him by refusing to give land to his soldiers. Crassus was the richest man in Rome. He wanted more power and military fame. He had defeated the slave revolt led by Spartacus. Caesar made a secret deal with both men. This was called the First Triumvirate. Pompey would get land for his troops. Crassus would get business deals. Caesar would become consul. Together, these three men were more powerful than the Senate. In 59 BC, Caesar won the consulship. Right away, he began passing laws to help his allies. When the Senate tried to stop him, Caesar went around them. He asked the people directly. Caesar wanted to give public land to the poor and to Pompey's veterans. The Senate said no, so Caesar used Pompey's soldiers to force the law through. His co-consul Bibulus tried to stop him, but was attacked by Caesar's supporters. After that, Bibulus hid in his house. People joked that 59 BC was the year of Julius and Caesar, not Julius and Bibulus. To make his alliance stronger, Caesar gave his daughter Julia to Pompey in marriage. This made Pompey part of Caesar's family. Julie and Pompey truly loved each other. When his year as consul ended, Caesar got the best job possible. He became governor of Gaul for 5 years. This meant he could build his own army and win military glory. From 58 BC onward, Caesar fought the Gallic Wars. He defeated tribe after tribe. The Helvetii, the Belgae, and many others fell to his armies. Caesar was not just a good general. He was also a good writer. He wrote reports of his battles that made him look like a hero back in Rome. In 56 BC, the three allies met again in the city of Lucca. They renewed their deal. Caesar would stay in Gaul longer. Crassus would govern Syria. Pompey would govern Spain. But in 53 BC, everything changed. Crassus wanted military glory like Caesar, so he attacked the Parthian Empire in the east. Instead of victory, Crassus found death. His army was destroyed at the Battle of Carrhae. The Parthians cut off his head and used it in a play. Around the same time, Julia died in childbirth. This broke the family bond between Caesar and Pompey. The alliance was falling apart. The Senate now saw their chance. They ordered Caesar to give up his army and return to Rome as a private citizen. Caesar knew this was a trap. Without his army, his enemies would destroy him. In 49 BC, Caesar stood at the Rubicon River with his army. Roman law said no general could cross this river with troops. To cross meant war against Rome itself. Caesar thought hard. Then he said the famous words the die is cast. He crossed the river with his army. Civil war had begun. Caesar had chosen to fight rather than surrender. This decision would change Rome forever. Civil war and assassination. After Caesar crossed the Rubicon River, there was no turning back. He had declared war on Rome itself. Pompey and the Senate fled south, then to Greece. They thought Caesar would need time to prepare. Caesar moved like lightning. His veteran soldiers from Gaul were completely loyal to him. They had fought together for years and shared the spoils of victory. When Caesar promised them land and gold, they followed him anywhere. City after city opened their gates to Caesar. The people remembered his generous laws and grain distributions. Many senators who stayed in Rome also joined his side. They saw which way the wind was blowing. Within 2 months, Caesar controlled all of Italy. But Pompey was not finished. He had gathered a huge army in Greece. He also controlled the Roman navy and much of the Eastern Empire. The war lasted for years. Caesar chased Pompey across the Mediterranean. In 48 BC, they finally met at the Battle of Pharsalus in Greece. Caesar's smaller but experienced army crushed Pompey's forces. Pompey himself fled to Egypt, hoping for safety. But when Pompey landed in Egypt, the boy King Ptolemy had him murdered. The Egyptians thought this would please Caesar. Instead, Caesar was furious. Pompey had been his rival, but also his former ally and son-in-law. Caesar wanted to defeat Pompey in honorable combat, not see him butchered like a criminal. In Egypt, Caesar met Cleopatra, the brilliant queen who spoke 9 languages. She was fighting her brother Ptolemy for the throne. Caesar helped her win, and they became lovers. Together, they had a son named Caesarion. Caesar spent months in Egypt, some say too many. His enemies called him weak and distracted by love. But Caesar was also securing Egypt's vast wealth for Rome. After Egypt, Caesar finished crushing the last of Pompey's allies. He defeated them in African Spain. By 45 BC, Caesar had won total victory. Back in Rome, Caesar was made dictator for life. This was something no Roman had ever been before. He began major reforms. He gave citizenship to many foreigners. He started public works projects that gave jobs to the poor. He even reformed the calendar, creating the Julian calendar we still use today. Caesar also showed mercy to his enemies. He pardoned many senators who had fought against him. He gave them back their property and positions. Some people thought this showed weakness, others saw it as wisdom. But many senators hated Caesar's power. They missed the old republic where they had controlled Rome. They saw Caesar as a king in all but name. A conspiracy formed against Caesar. It was led by Marcus Brutus and Gaius Cassius. Brutus was especially important because Caesar loved him like a son. Some even whispered that Brutus might really be Caesar's son from an old love affair. The conspirators decided to kill Caesar in the Senate house. This would make their act seem noble, like they were saving the Republic. On March 15th, 44 BC, Caesar went to the Senate meeting. His wife Calpurnia had bad dreams and begged him to stay home. A fortune teller warned him to beware the Ides of March, but Caesar went anyway. As Caesar entered the Senate house, the conspirators surrounded him. They pretended to present a petition. Then they struck. 23 knife wounds pierced Caesar's body. When Caesar saw Brutus among his killers, he spoke his last words at two. "Brute, this means and you, Brutus." Then Caesar fell dead at the base of Pompey's statue. The conspirators thought they had saved the Republic. Instead, they had doomed it. Caesar's death led to more civil wars. Eventually, his heir Octavian became the first Roman Emperor, Augustus. Julius Caesar was dead, but his name would live forever. Every Roman emperor after him took the title Caesar. Even today, words like Kaiser and Tsar come from his name. The boy from the Julius family had become immortal.